Northwest, Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium. Coming up, it's the final game of Wildcard Weekend, and we've got a good NFC match. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Arizona Cardinals.
Dustin Hopkins set to
Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. He finds an opening past the 40. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Ronald Jones, the ball carrier.
Ronald Jones, 75 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Mike Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. On the return, Andy Isabella. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
They put it all together on that one. Good vision, good blocking. A toss play to the left. How do you toss it?
Yeah, a toss is the underhand kind of egg toss. The pitch is kind of, if you're running the option, you pitch it end over end, correct?
Yeah, I agree
you're
totally.
The guy.
I agree totally. And in the NFL, we'll see a lot more tosses than pitches, because if you're pitching it, you might lose your quarterback.
Absolutely. Murray now on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An explosive 38-yard pickup. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. Flushed out right. And that's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Murray. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, Drake. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
Murray on the option. He'll give it to Drake. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Short of the
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
How about that stand defensively? The sticks were moving against them. 1st down after 1st down was being piled up. They had driven all the way down the field, and then they ran into a wall on 3rd and goal. Nice job regrouping. Very impressive.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coach was always saying, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
Okay, every now and then, my defensive bias will leak out here. Abysmal play for them. You've got them backed up, and you let them out.
Couldn't take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right? Don't step over the back line and give him a safety. Now he's got room if he needed it.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On On second down, it's Jones. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. It's caught. Jones. And he is going to have a Bucs first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Jones hit, and the ball's out. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Now on first down, Drake again. The 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now on 2nd and 13. Murray. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Buccaneers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run the option on 2nd down. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 3rd down, here's Jones. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Jones. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Brought down.
Boy, what would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now they'll toss to Jones running left. And some space here. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. He's able to rip off 32 on that. It's a 1st down. That's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And the Bucs are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
And goal at the 3-yard line.
Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Badgley able to knock this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
At the 31-yard line.
His throw incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
At the 22-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown Cardinals. A 22-yard touchdown ground. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now an option play on 2nd down. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. The Bucks going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And the Buccaneer first down.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43. Record. Watch that screen. All right. Take the screen.
Here's Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid gain.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Rodgers to throw once more. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
Field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wildcard matchup. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC Wildcard bout. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower to those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Counterplay, Drake. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Murray now. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now Murray's going to set up the throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Running for the shotgun with Drake. And the Buccaneer defense for the 2nd straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Down and 11.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Murray. And he fires one that's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones.
Complete.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Steps away to his left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. On play action, Rodgers. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Fournette. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Lining up for the extra.
Well, they decided to run it in, and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Mike following the touchdown. Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Murray a give. This is Drake. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Now Murray, he bootlegs it. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. The man wreaking havoc there, Gerald McCoy, the D tackle. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Now here we go on 4th down with Murray. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Well, that's one of those in-between spots where you like to rely on analytics. Did you like the decision to go for it?
Frankly, I did because, you know, I'm an aggressive guy. But that the analytics and the old school go by your feel, that's got to marry up a little bit better because that one felt like an analytics call.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they bring this one back. A scooping score, a fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona.
40 extra points.
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a one-score game.
It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll start the drive with Drake. And all the way down to the 29. A huge play there for Arizona. 47 yards.
10 at the 29-yard line.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
Goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. On 1st and goal, Drake. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from taking the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
Ronald
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Bucs on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Great job of tackling there to prevent the first down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run the option. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he loses the football a second time. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. Down the numbers. There he goes. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona.
Dustin Hopkins on 40 extra points.
This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Dustin Hopkins.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Rodgers letting one go deep here for Gronk. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
On first down, Drake. Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Brought down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
They'll go again to Jones. And not much running room. Down to the 32. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Bucs on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Shotgun to give to Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 19-yard line.
2nd down and 12 at the 19-yard line. They'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Drake will start the drive on the ground. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not. Did not get back there. It's a safety. Well, obviously, that is declined. The result is a safety.
And what a momentum play that is, right? You never want to see a safety wiped out. You get the points, and you're going to get the ball back.
This is taken at the 15. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
at the 39-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Rodgers to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
And now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Got to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. To throw is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He's back to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 11 yards there, 1st down.
First down.
Back to throw, Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
He'll look to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
1st down, Buccaneers.
We dominate today.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right, just one more element to complete the victory. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
The score, Buccaneers 29, Cardinals 28. Michael Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Buccaneers 29, Cardinals 28.